2nd and 3 after that last carry.
Here we go, here we go. Black 35. Black 35.
Will go ground. Vereen inside. Richardson in on the tackle.
Vereen's able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up the first down.
Black 35. Black 35.
First and 10. Staying with the ground. Charging ahead.
And the tackle is made at the 41.
Talking with both teams how much the running game would be a focus today, and for good reason. Here's a running back doing tremendous things out there, as he has all year long.
I think that's what's really incredible. And both teams do exactly what they wanted to do. The offense says we want to run it. The defense says we got to stop it. How about the offense once again overpowering the defense?
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up 2nd. The Jets with a nickel look here on defense. Again, they'll lean on it.
What's happening, Laker Nation? It's your boy Jaysmitty, Sports Talk. You know what I mean? I'm just chilling today, playing this here Madden, old school Madden. You know what I mean? As we all can see that the reports done came out that Magic Pitch is telling, you know, stars that they can get exposure in LA. I told y'all this was going to be the same thing that Mitch Kupchak and Jim Buss did, but I guess now slowly but surely the fans are seeing what I was saying. I'm no longer an idiot. I'm no longer a troll. You know, so, you know, we've seen this before. And as you can see that even in this free agency, they couldn't even sign a decent shooting guard, which they need, and they couldn't even sign a backup point guard. So, you know, I don't see them getting any stars next year. And this team will be garbage for some years to come. I mean, just because you like a team or you're a fan of a team doesn't mean that you be so delusional that you drink the Kool-Aid of what the media and Magic Johnson is selling you. You know what I mean? He's using the same plan that Jim and Mitch used. The only difference is he thought because he's Magic Johnson, you know, with some charisma and, you know, because everybody, that's the media likes you, Magic, because you sold out to be where you at. Everybody know you sold your soul for a jelly roll, man. Look at your son. We won't go any further, man. You know what I mean? He wants to talk about being a role model and all this and that. Was you being a role model when you had to tell the world that you had HIV? See, in this day and age, we've sacrificed morals and the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, man, for a world of sin. Everybody calling the dude D'Angelo a snitch. Now, yeah, was he wrong for videotaping that dude? Yeah. But don't the Lord's word also say that what you do in the dark shall come to the light? I mean, hey, man, anytime you doing wrong in this world, man, it's only a matter of time before you get caught up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? When he had to get up there and tell the world that he had AIDS, man, everybody know that you was allegedly sleeping with transgenders, pansexuals, man. You was off in the Playboy Mansion having sex with all kind of women's, man. So, I mean, come on, man. You ain't never been in the front office a day in your life to know how to run basketball operations, man. D-Lo gonna end up being a star, and the folks gonna have to eat their words. It'd be like one of them Kobe Bryant trades when Charlotte Hornets gave up Kobe. You know, because they told them they didn't need him there. I'm not judging the man, I'm just saying. And you talk about being a leader and all of that, Magic, hey, we've all made mistakes and done things in the past, man, but as y'all can see, Players don't want to hear about coming to the beach and eating In-N-Out, man, and getting shoe deals. You can get that anywhere now with all the different media outlets that you have. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. You know, they got so many of them that I can't even name right now, where you can get shoe deals and exposure and be in commercials, man, and be in movies. Like, the way the new CBA is constructed, the Lakers and the big market teams no longer can use that over small market teams, because everybody can get paid like a baller. All teams have big money to offer now. So I just think it's sad, man. It's really sad when people don't even think for themselves, man. You know, and you don't use the common sense that the Most High gave you. You can't be that befuddled over a team that you want to ignore what's real. You just can't be, man. You can't believe in your delusional mind that stars are going to leave great situations to come to a team that they won't even sniff 30 wins this year. I'm just saying. I'm realistic, and I know it ain't happening. They not even gonna see the playoffs this year. You figure Memphis done beefed up, Houston done beefed up, Minnesota done beefed up, OKC done beefed up. All these teams is making moves to at least compete. They know that they probably not gonna beat the Warriors, but you want to at least to be able to compete. If you're competing, whether you get booted out in the first round or the second round, teams can look at you as an attractive spot to come play for you. You know what I mean? I know if I'm a player and I want a ring, I don't want to hear, "Hey Jay, man, you can be in commercials." I don't want to hear all that. I'm gonna look at Magic and be like, you know what, thanks, but no thanks, man. You're not talking about how we can compete for championships and how we can win. Why I want to be a part of the organization. Couldn't sign Dion Waiters. They wanted to offer him 1 year, $17 million. You couldn't even sign Rondo, and he's got more luggage than I don't know what. But that's due to what the media say. You know, I can't say that this man got baggage. I don't know him, never met him in my life. I mean, it's about playing basketball, man, and I feel that it needs to be some kind of camaraderie between brothers. You know, like, yeah, if you screw up one time and you young like D-Lo did, man, somebody should have put their arm around that kid, man, and mentored him and schooled him and let him know that this ain't the route that you want to do, man. You know what I mean? And even on his part, at 19, man, I think you probably old enough to know not to record no man like that, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Maybe he was really just doing it as a joke and didn't think that it would get out like that. Maybe he sent this to somebody else and it got into the wrong hands. Who knows, man? But I think the move was foolish. I think it was a panic move, and it didn't make no sense, because you're only getting Brook Lopez for a 1 year rental, and you got to pay him $22 million for that 1 year. You know what I mean? Alonzo Ball's going to need growth. I'm not going to say that he's going to be a bust, but he's not finna come right in. This not college no more. This not high school no more. He's not about to come in and right away just change your organization. It's going to take two to 5 years for him to develop, even if he does become a star player. You look at Chris Paul's, you look at the Dame Lillards. You know, these dudes didn't break till they hit their 4th or 5th year, man, because it take time to develop, man. It just doesn't happen overnight. Now, every now and then you get your Magics and your Kobes and your Michael Jordans who come right in and make a splash, but that's not happening often. That happens every 8 to 10 years. You know what I mean? So, you know, Laker Nation, it's understandable that you like a team and you want to support them, but don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't be silly enough to believe everything that the media pumps out, you know, in sources. You know, remember, they're paid to tell you lies. It's called professional lying. You know, to keep you tuned in, to get the bait clicks, to keep people in seats. You know, It's a corporation. This is about money. So, you know, that is what it is. It's cool that I'm being called a troll. You know, I don't know what I'm talking about, and I should go root for another team. But, hey, I'm just a realist, man. That's all. I like the Lakers, too. You know, been watching them since '87. I want to see them win a ring, but at the end of the day, whether they win or lose, what do I get out of it? I ain't getting no check. I'm not a part of the organization. I don't have no shares in the company. You know what I mean? But I do understand that fans feel some kind of way or feel entitled, you know, to speak their opinion. But no matter how much money you give to an organization in order to watch them, remember that money goes in the owner's pockets and the players' pockets. You don't get anything out of it. So it's really no reason to disrespect anybody, you know, over it. So, you know, just think about that. You know, like, comment, and subscribe. You know, I think it's sad that they couldn't get nobody. It would be nice to see them win at least 40 to 42 games. 45 to 50 might be stretching it. But I'm going to also be watching the Nets this year. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be seeing what D-Lo do, especially when he play against the Lakers. You know, I'm expecting him to really, you know, go at Lonzo Ball. And I don't think it's nothing personal towards Lonzo Ball. I think it's more going to be proving the Magic that, hey, man, you made a mistake. You traded me, dude. You know, after 2 years, that's not enough time to let somebody develop. And then again, how is a 21-year-old kid, man, going to tell a bunch of grown men what to do? Leadership come in all different shapes, forms, and sizes, man. I believe the best leadership is showing better than you can tell, because anybody can run their mouth and tell people where to go and what to do. But at the end of the day, man, people are looking at your performance. You know, how much work you put in, man. And you lead by example. You know, I see a lot of the fans talking about, wow, why he didn't work like this. The thing is he was in the gym. It's just that LA wasn't on promoting that. They wanted to get rid of him, you know, because I'm going to just keep it real. They got rid of D-Lo because of the taping of the Nick Young, and a lot of players and a lot of people in the front office were split on that. A lot of people forgave him, a lot of people didn't. You know, and I feel like Magic had already had an agenda to get rid of him. On top of that, players could have been complaining, saying they don't trust dude, they don't want to play with dude. So Magic could have had to make a move. But, man, you fans that's sitting up here praising Magic because he got 3 extra draft picks, that ain't nothing to praise nobody about. That man ain't did nothing. He ain't led you to the first or second round yet. You know what I mean? So, I mean, until he show and prove that he could actually get stars, I'm going to stand on my word. And if I'm wrong next year this time, Most High bless me to see it, I don't have no problem getting on saying that, hey, I was wrong. My prediction was wrong. But, I mean, just from looking at it from the naked eye and using my common sense, he doing the same thing Mitch and them did. You know, selling them on exposure. Yeah, it's got to be a better pitch than that. Players don't want to hear that no more. Till next time, Laker Nation, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Gets about 9 on the play. The Jets have focused on controlling the ground game all year, but today they lost the battle, and that's a reason why they trail in this one, Phil.
You know, sometimes stopping the run is just about a couple things. One, it's about toughness, just wanting to do it, and you need great willpower. They are not showing that so far today.
Play action fake, looking to throw.
And they score again here to pad the lead.
Man, that was a beautiful touchdown. I'm talking about, see, that's how you read coverage, Madden gamers. I see a lot of these dudes, they can't really read coverage. They just run a lot of cheese and glitch plays, man. Like, you got to know what a zone is. You got to know what this is, man-to-man right here. Man-to-man press. Or as they call it, cover 2 under. But we'll just run on that because that's pass defense. It's not really going to stop the run. Actually, it was a cover 6. But cover 6 is really just a cover 2. Well, cover 6 is just that you got the corner on you, and then you got the safety over the top for the help. The same thing as a cover 2. They just name it different. There's only so many coverages you can run in football.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime.
Yeah, let's get it. Drop back. Let's see. It's that 3-step drop. Get it up out of there. Yeah, Christian Ponder. We riding with him. He would have been good if Minnesota would have took their time and developed him right. You look at Aaron Rodgers, baby. He's great because he sit behind a veteran quarterback and he learned for 3 years. That's what's so cool about the league. Leagues now are so thirsty for money and ratings and to keep fans in seats that they don't even take the time to develop these young cats. I feel bad for them. If you a top 10 pick in the first round and within the first 2 years you don't develop in football, they already looking at somebody else, sometimes even a year. What's that dude, baby, that came that played for Houston? Well, no, he got traded to Brock Osweiler, and he had them good 8 games when Peyton Manning was hurt, and all of a sudden when the playoffs came, Peyton Manning was he could play again. It's crazy.
Don't take any chances. Nickel formation here for the defense. The Patriots from the 27.
There we go. Ooh, that read option. Oh, the game is over. Well, another game in the basket. I'm gonna be recording these like a series, all the way to till we get that ring. This is probably the easiest video game that anybody could ever play because it's cheese.
Yeah, that's true.
Basketball too, though. What you think, baby? What's your take on the Lakers? You think the organization going downhill? You think they? I don't see them being good no more until they probably sell the team to somebody who really know. Cause to me, Jeannie, like, yeah, she's a sweet lady and she's soft-spoken, but these are things that you all hear from the media. I'm not trying to judge a woman, but let's be realistic. Everybody put on a good face and talk nice and soft-spoken on camera, but when the camera is off, who are these people? What are they really saying about the players when the cameras is off? Because I've been in many workforces. People always talk good about people in front of their face. And I've been on the other end of the spectrum where I've seen them same people talk bad about people as soon as they ain't there. Is it cool? No. W. W.
With this undefeated streak.
Boy, it really is. You know what? Anytime in the NFL,
5 touchdowns, 81.4%, 280 yards.
what do you think? Can they go
Geno
double
threw a
team?
good percentage, but he didn't put no touchdowns on the board. Man, this is fun. Appreciate all the people who watched. I appreciate you. I ain't doing this for likes. I'm not trying to make money off of it. I just do it for fun.